Sometimes you are the light that makes other people in your life step up and do something. So, today I want to talk about friendship, relationships, the people in your circle, and how important it is to choose wisely and choose people who have similar positive traits that you would like to continue in your own life. Because truly, the presence of other people around us affects how we operate and how we behave and how we think, and we don't always realize it. So, I want you to be really, really aware of the people you have around you. So, if you are an extremely ambitious, driven person and you have, a boyfriend or a coworker or a friend around you that starts to be ambitious and driven as well, you have to realize that your inspiration is there. Like, you are impacting that person to improve. If you are an ambitious person, you are setting the example for others to also be ambitious and goal oriented. You don't realize the impact that you're making on other people's lives until the relationship ends, you guys break up, the friendship ends, and then watch how that person acts. Watch how that person behaves. Everyone's true colors always come out in times of conflict and when there is that separation. So sometimes, if you are idolizing another person, it's not always who they are that impresses you. Sometimes it's because they're in the reflection of your light. You shine your light and they're just glimmering because of your reflection, if that makes sense. So, this is why sometimes when friendships end or when relationships end, one person's life goes like this and the other person's life goes like this. If you were that ambitious friend in your friendship, if you were that ambitious girl or guy in your relationship, and you feel like your partner is just not on the same vibe as you, it is only going to hinder your progress. And let me tell you, when you do decide to let go of that relationship, if you're the ambitious one, you're going to keep getting more and more ambitious, achieving more and more things in your life. And your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend is just going to not achieve anything. Their life is just going to go steadily downhill. It is so incredibly clear. I've seen it so many times with different people, different clients, different relationships. When you let go of that person for you and that person that is not for you, your life is going to skyrocket. Trust me on this. So in 2025, I really want you to focus on who is around me. Am I just hanging out with this person because I want companionship? I want a friend? Or am I having strategic, intentional relationships? Because let me tell you something. Those girls on Instagram that you admire who have, their business going and it just seems like their life is absolutely perfect, they have strategic friendships. They don't have friendships just to have a girl to hang out on coffee dates with. Anytime they're going to meet a friend or do something with a friend, go on a trip, hang out, have a sleepover, it's going to be intentional for them. There's going to be some sort of value exchange happening. So, yeah, maybe that sounds like a little bit shallow, but let's get real, okay? Those women that you look up to, that guy that you look up to, he has strategic friendships and a strategic network, and he knows what he's doing. There's always room for, a fun friendship that gives you happiness and joy, but as adults, our time is so precious. And if you get triggered by this, you probably don't value your time enough. So when you really value your time, you're not going to be spending it on little coffee dates with women who are not uplifting you and adding some sort of value to your life. You have to be way more rooted in confidence to have boundaries and make different choices with your time. If you're going to dedicate, a week vacation with someone, make sure it's someone that you actually want to network with. Make sure it's someone that can add some value to your life, because As we get older, our focus comes less from, I'm just gonna have fun, go out, do like fun stuff with this person, to I'm building my business. I'm building my network. I want to meet new people who are gonna lift me up. We can help each other climb the ladder. And it may sound shallow, but all of those people that you admire, they're not going to be friends with you if you don't provide value. So what kind of value are you providing in your life? Let's go back to that example I used before with the ambitious friend and then the one that's not ambitious. After the friendship ends, this person here, this person here. If you are this person, you need to listen to this extra. You need to realize you're providing no value. Your life is going downhill. You're only tearing others down. And trust me, we've all been in this position before. I've been in that position, okay? But I don't want to be the girl that has nothing to offer. I want to be the girl that everyone wants to connect with because of X, Y, and Z. So let's get real with ourselves instead of feeling like, what is Meg even talking about? I want to just have fun. Like, okay, if you want to just have fun, like, go ahead and do it, girl. But what kind of life do you want to live? Sometimes you need people to tell you the hard truth and you don't want to hear it. And that's fine, but I'm here to tell you the hard truth. Be an ambitious person. Be someone that other people want to be around. Be someone that provides value, someone that has connections. One thing I've always prided myself off of is my network. If someone needs something, if someone needs a connection, I know someone here, I know someone here, someone here, like I can make it happen for them because of the network building that I've done throughout my life. If you really, really want to be friends with a girl you admire or a guy you admire, ask yourself, why would they want to be friends with me? What do I have to provide to them? What kind of exchange can we do? And I think sometimes as women, we allow our beauty and our appearance to be the value that wants to be exchanged. So we rely so much on our physical appearance as our value proposition instead of relying on the skills and the traits that will be there after your beauty fades as a woman. Sometimes with women, we want to be friends with other women just because they're pretty, okay? And again, what does that say about you? What is that leading you to? You have to really examine yourself and ask yourself, who do I want to be? And is this worthy of the type of network and the type of life that I want to live? The people that I have in my mind that I want to be close with and I want to network with, I have more work to do to get up to that level. And I'm honest with myself about that. That's why coming up with a new coaching offer, I'm posting on YouTube more. I want to be in bigger circles and bigger networks in my life because I have bigger dreams. So what does that mean? That means more work and more value. As a woman, what kind of value are you providing to the world? Really, really get clear on that and make sure that you have something that will sustain you across time. Your value has longevity. It's not just about how you look. So to recap this video, realize the people around you are so important because if it wasn't for your presence and influence, their life would go downhill. You are the light that inspires them and helps them to shine. And the harsh reality and the truth of what I'm about to say is that they wouldn't be working on themselves if you weren't in their life. And you need to take a hard look at your friendships and be honest with yourself about that. If this friend wasn't in my life, would they still be working on themselves? If this friend wasn't in my life, would they still be building their business? If, my boyfriend and I weren't together, would he still be working every day, 16 hours a day? Yes, 100% he would be. I can answer that question confidently because his ambition and his work ethic and his drive does not come from me. His work ethic is self-created. He has his own North Star. So if I wasn't in his life, if we weren't together, he would still be working on himself. he would still be building his business and making money. So ask yourself, maybe you're on one side of it, maybe you're on the other side. Like, are you the ambitious person, or are you the person whose ambition is conditional? Is your ambition dependent on the people around you, or have you self-sourced your own ambition to where if you had no one around you, you would still be getting up every day and doing the things that you need to do? I like to think that if I didn't have anyone in my life, if I didn't have any friends influencing me, if I didn't have my partner influencing me, I would still be the person that's building my business. I would still be the person that's trying to grow on YouTube. I would still be the person that wants financial freedom. You have to ask yourself, when there's no one to reflect off of, who are you actually? When there is no one to bounce your personality off of, when there's no one to do your 10K steps with every day, would you still get up every morning and do it? If there was no one to Zoom or Skype and mastermind with, would you still be doing it? If there was no one else going to church every Sunday and, maybe you go with your friend, would you still be doing it? Get honest with yourself. Would you still be doing these things without the presence of another person? Because as soon as that person leaves your life, you're going to go right back to baseline. Your life's going to go right back to where it was before if your habits are not truly consistently coming from you. So ask yourself, do you source your own habits? Do you source your own consistency? Is your North Star there despite no one else being in your life? So these are the things I really want you to ponder on and ask yourself, and beware of the friends who are only moving up in life because of your influence and your inspiration. Embody the person who would move up in life regardless of if there was anyone around them. And when you start to embody that person and you become that person, your social network and the rooms that you're going to be able to get into and the levels of life that you're going to be able to climb will go drastically up as soon as you decide to first be that person.